Welcome to Red Light Methods Group Power Plate class. Go ahead and grab an exercise mat that's hanging on the wall and head to your power plate. As long as you're cleared to jog or run, then you're medically cleared to do a power plate class. If you want to take it easy, we have stools all throughout the studio. Go ahead and grab a stool and pull it up to the power plate. And that's an option. If you just want to hang out on the stool and place your feet on the power plate, you could follow along that way, and it's going to be your most gentle option. So always listen to your body, honor your body, and we give lots of options and modifications throughout class. All right, you guys, so the power plate has 3 different levels of vibration. I encourage you to start on the relaxed setting because that is the nicest, most gentle setting. The next setting is strength, and that's an intermediate level. It has a slightly stronger vibration. And the most intense setting is the massage setting, and that one's very intense on the vibration. So it's really important that you listen to your body, you start off slow, and we gradually increase the intensity of your classes. So we want you to stay safe and to get strong in a healthy way and work within your means. All right, have an awesome class, you guys. Welcome to Stretch Method. Stretch Method is our signature stretch and restoration class. So it's awesome for restoring your muscles, getting more flexible, and just helping to recover. Enjoy your Stretch Method class. So go ahead and stand on the power plate, and we're gonna press start. Bend both knees, weight towards the toes, reach your arms up, and we're gonna stretch side to side. So you're going to grab onto one wrist and stretch over, kind of bending one knee. Weights towards the balls of the feet, so we're not feeling a violent vibration in our head. As we stretch, you should kind of bend one knee and feel a big stretch in the whole side body and the waist. Think of your rib cage reaching up away from your hips. Use your breath. Feels really glorious. Stretch Method is my favorite class, but I love stretching, so. Throughout class, take long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Awesome job, you guys. Reach the arms back and up. All right, and let's go down. Press the repeat button. All righty, we're gonna reach both arms up, stretch and extend, bending the knees, and then grab onto the handle and round your spine. So we're going into flexion and extension. You're going to kind of like wiggle into the stretch and feel it. So bend the knees, reach the arms up, big back bend, lift the breastbone, and then grab on and round your spine, kind of holding onto that handle, sway side to side, whatever feels good. We're just kind of stretching out that body here. Feels good to stretch the legs. Reach the arms up, lift the breastbone, look up. Awesome. And then grab onto the handles and round your spine as you go back. Good. Nice deep breathing. Sway into it. So make this exercise yours. There's no right way to do this. It's whatever feels good and whatever your body's asking for. All right, we're going to go ahead and press repeat again. Bending the knees, gently rotate to one side. Take your hand to the back of your hip and waist, eyes over the shoulder, and then switch. Other hand goes on, hand to the hip, and your eyes are going to guide the spine, so you're going to look over the shoulder. Good. Bending the knees subtly as you gaze over the shoulder. And the hand's there to kind of press into the hip as you rotate, getting that nice twist, gentle twist in the spine. Nice job, you guys. Use your breath. Stretching is so important for helping to restore the body and helping us to age gracefully so we don't get too stiff, because our bones and muscles can really become rigid if we don't stretch regularly. All right, that 60 seconds is up. We're going to step off the power plate, place your left leg on, and go ahead and press repeat. So now we're going into a nice big left hamstring stretch. The heel's reaching forward, the left sits bone draws back. And really lift up. You want to engage your left quadricep muscle. So lift the knee up towards your hip, so you're contracting your quads. So when we contract our quad muscle, it forces our hamstring muscle to stretch.
Use your breath. And you could take your hands anywhere that's comfortable. They could be on those handles. They can go down to the floor, whatever feels comfortable for you. Good. Really engage that left quadricep, making your leg as straight as possible. Nice deep breathing. The power plate is an effective way to get a lot more flexible, a lot more quickly than without using it. It's pretty amazing. All right. Good job. We're going to go ahead and press repeat. Now we're going to do our right hamstring. So now the right hamstring is on for a nice 60-second stretch. Engage your right quadricep muscle, so that's the top of your thigh, and you do that by extending the leg straight, almost like you're locking it out. You completely make it straight, which will force that back hamstring to stretch. Because the quadricep muscle on the front of the thigh and the hamstring muscle are opposing muscles, so if you contract one, the other stretches. So you'll notice that in this class, we'll be doing that, engaging one muscle group, which forces the opposing muscle group to stretch more. So you can adjust as needed. You could jump that back foot back if you need to. But think of your toes reaching towards your nose, your heel reaches forward, your sits bone draws back. Good. Nice deep breathing. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and switch legs again. Press repeat and come down to a left. We're stretching our hip flexor. Our left leg is on, but we're stretching our right hip flexor. So as you're stretching the right hip flexor, you can come down to your knee if you'd like, anywhere that's comfortable. But squeeze your right glute and pull your abdominals in to get a deeper stretch of that hip flexor. It's one of those opposing muscles. You could take your arms onto the inside of that leg if that helps. You can kind of roll out to the side of your left foot so you can go to the lateral edge of the foot and let that knee kick out. Any angle, play around here with your angles. Nice deep breathing. Again, pull your belly button in and contract your right back leg glute, and you're going to feel a deeper stretch where you need to feel it in the front of that right hip. Rotate away from that leg also for a little more stretch if you'd like. It feels pretty glorious. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and press repeat. We're going to gracefully switch legs, placing that right foot up onto the power plate. The back left leg can be straight or down. Good job. And bring those arms to the inside of that right bent leg if you'd like. And again, we want to squeeze now our left glute and pull our abdominals in, and you'll feel that stretch deeper in the left hip flexor. You can rotate if you'd like towards the right. Go out to the right edge of the foot and move that leg out if that helps. It feels really good. So our hip flexor is located in the front part of that left hip bone. So the more you squeeze the left glute, which is the opposing muscle, you're going to feel a deeper stretch in that hip flexor. And also engage your abs. Those are the opposite muscles of the hip flexor. Add in that rotation if you'd like. Great job, you guys. We'll gracefully take that leg down. You can use your remote or the handle, but we're going to place the pad on and we're going to switch legs again. This time we're going to a graceful, lovely pigeon stretch. So we want to have the left lateral part of our leg onto the power plate, and I'm not the best model here. And you want to have both of your hips ideally square to the front like two headlights. So each hip bone is like a headlight facing towards the front. That left shin is front towards the power plate. You should feel a deep stretch in the hip and glute here. It feels pretty awesome. Use your breath. And that back leg can be straight or it could be rested on the ground, whatever feels better for you. It's a really intense stretch and it's really effective. It really helps people who suffer from sciatic pain or low back pain to really get deep into those glutes stretching. Nice deep breathing. Great job, you guys. Alrighty, that minute-long stretch has concluded, and we're going to go to our other side. So press the repeat button and gracefully place your right leg up. Ideally getting those hips square and that right shin is up close to the front of the power plate as possible. It's a nice deep stretch. It's very intense, feeling it into the right glute and hip flexor area. Taking long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you can move around and find the angle that feels best for your stretch. You don't need to just hold it like a statue, but you can move into it and be dynamic to get deep into these stretches. Good, nice deep breathing. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed your pigeon stretch here. We're going to gracefully come on up, set that pad to the side, and step back onto your power plate. Press repeat. Now, grab your left ankle, bending that heel back towards your sits bones as we go into a quad stretch here. So you'll have a soft bend in your standing leg, weight towards the ball of the foot, and then as you pull that leg back, think of tucking your tailbone under. We want to keep our knees together the best we can. And the tailbone tucks under as we draw our foot back. It's really good for you. Use your breath. Stretching on the power plate is an effective way to really improve flexibility fast. When I started recording these, I could barely touch my toes, and by the end, I had my head down to my knees. It was pretty amazing, just in about an hour of stretching. It's awesome. All right, release there, press repeat, and let's grab our other ankle, our right ankle, for a right quadricep stretch. So we're drawing our heel back, our tailbone tucks under, and use your breath. Your standing leg, you have your weight towards the ball of your feet with a soft bend in the knee, so we're not shaking the head too much. Nice deep breathing here, you guys. So reaching that foot back, keeping the knees together, and that your pubic bone or the tailbone is like moving forward ever so slightly, and you're going to feel a much more intense stretch in your quadricep when you do that. Alrighty. Good job. So we're feeling like Gumby now. We're going to step down, grab a box. Hopefully you guys know who Gumby is. And then place your box right where your power plate is. Alrighty. So we're going to come onto all fours on our box and grab that lovely hand pad. And then grab your remote also. We're going to press repeat, take our hands onto the pad, knees are on the box. And we're going to inhale, look up, arch the back, and exhale, round the spine into cat back. Going into flexion and extension of the spine. Inhale, looking up and arching, and then exhale, rounding the spine. Feels really nice. All right, and then we're going to arch, look up. We're moving into a dynamic cat back, round the spine, and then take your sits bones back towards your heels. So it's like a circular cat back. Arch, look up. Round the spine, and then press back. Heels and sit bones come together. Good. Arch the spine, coming up into all fours, rounding the spine, and then pressing back into that child's pose or rest pose for our circular cat back. Awesome. Grab your remote, press repeat on one of the top two buttons, and we're going to come down onto our stomach into a modified cobra. So we have our forearms on the power plate here, and we're doing a gentle back extension. Being in back extension like this is super healthy for our spinal health because it's, again, the opposite of being in a chair. Now, if you'd like, take one arm to the center, reach one hand back. So we're doing a rotation. Eyes look back towards that hand and then switch sides. So we're doing spinal extension with rotation, which is fantastic. This is the opposite of what we do in life. Think of driving or doing the dishes, everything, or being on your computer. Everything happens in front of us, and we're usually rounded in our spine. So now we're extending the spine and rotating in a direction we don't typically do, which is very balancing for our back and our body. Awesome. Good job on your spinal extension and rotation. We're going to go ahead and grab that remote, press repeat, come back onto all fours, and press back now into a rest pose or child's pose, stretching our back. So we have our hands and forearms on the power plate, and we're just going back as much as our knees allow us to bring our sits bones back to the heels. So assuming your knees are okay with this, you can always adjust if you need to, if it's too much flexion in your knees. All right, enjoying this nice rest pose. Breathing in deeply towards the backs of your rib cage, allowing your ribs to expand wide towards the back sides of your body, almost like fish gills. Nice long deep breaths in and out as we go enjoy this nice rest pose here. Alrighty, your guys' 60 seconds is just about up, so good job. We're going to go ahead, and now we're going to sit on the box. So go ahead and press repeat. We have our legs straight on the box, and then we're just stretching forward here. So grabbing onto your toes, stretching as far forward as you can. Let your chin come down towards the chest. Reach your heels forward and your toes back towards your nose. And here we want to think of extending our knees all the way straight, so we're pulling our kneecaps upward towards our hips. Good, nice deep breathing, just stretching into it. The vibrations here really help the flexibility. Good, use your breath. This nice forward stretch here feels really glorious. It's amazing how much further your hands can get down towards your feet if they're not quite there yet, or how much they can almost grab onto your feet just with this little stretch. All right, we're going to grab our remote, press repeat, and now bend your left knee in towards your right thigh, and we're just going to stretch now on that right side. So again, reaching towards the foot, grabbing whatever it is you can grab. So maybe you're at your knee with your hands. That's okay. But you're going to notice that you're going to get further and further as the time goes on. Use your breath. The chin rolls into the chest. We're just challenging the stretch continuously, reaching further. Think of that heel reaching forward as the sits bone reaches back at the same time. It's amazing how when we imagine the stretch and kind of energetically reach our opposing body parts in different directions, how that really intensifies the stretch. Just think of heel forward, sit bone back, and all of a sudden it's like, ooh, I really feel it now. Nice job, you guys. All righty, let's find that remote. Press repeat. Great job. We're going to switch. So now the left leg straight, the right foot comes in, and we're going to reach that left heel forward as the left sits bone draws back. Engage your left quad muscle by extending the left leg all the way straight and lifting the kneecap up your thigh. Awesome. Again, using the power of our visualization here as that left heel reaches forward and that left sits bone reaches back at the same time. Nice deep breathing. Stretching forward more and more as the time goes on. Nice long deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, guys. Great job. All right, press repeat and both legs extend straight again and just stretch forward here. Use your breath. Reach your toes back towards your nose. Extend those knees all the way straight. Do you notice how much further you're stretching now than when we first started? It's pretty amazing. Just a few minutes of stretching forward here. It makes a huge difference. The chin rolls into the chest. We're just challenging the stretch continuously, reaching further. Let your chin come down towards the chest. Reach your heels forward and your toes back towards your nose. And here we want to think of extending our knees all the way straight, so we're pulling our kneecaps upward towards our hips. Good, nice deep breathing, just stretching into it. Nice long deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Alrighty, that 60 seconds is up. Good job, you guys. We're going to go ahead and gracefully come to standing and take our box and place it back to the center stage. All right, go ahead and press repeat, and we're going to take our hands onto the padded power plate. Come into an upside down letter V stretch here, and then come into a plank. We're starting our final conclusion. Lower your pelvis, come into a nice stretch, a swan stretch. Feels really good. And then roll through the balls of your feet and come back into an upside down letter V stretch. Nice. Enjoying the stretch, allowing your head to relax. Pivot your toes. Come into a plank. Pause for just a moment. Lower the pelvis, extending the spine, eyes gazing upward. Super good to move the spine in all these directions. Come back into your upside down letter V. Walk your feet in closer to your hands in the power plate. Take your hands down to the floor. Let's slowly walk your hands up the front of your legs. Your head, neck, shoulders are the last to arrive. Awesome.
Now that class is over, there's spray bottles and towels. Please spray down your mat and equipment and just return your equipment back to where you got it. Have an awesome day.
I have been coming here hoping that my hair will grow, and it did. I really notice a change in my skin. It glows more. I just feel like it's better, in better health. It's helped my receding hairline. It's improved my skin because I'm really focused on anti-aging. At 60, I want to look 20 again. And it's really helped as a surprise. It's, I've lost a few inches off my thighs, so. Come here with an open mind about the myriad of health benefits that you can get from the red light treatment. Enjoy the wonderful sense of community, and you see results. So, come here and stick with it because it really does change your life. It's been an incredible experience. It's changed my life.
I am a health and wellness enthusiast, and so when I found Red Light, I thought, right? I came up here, I met this community, and I fell right in. I've been coming in for the lights 3 times a week for the last few months, and the benefits that I have seen have been my varicose veins are fading, my skin spots are fading. There's something cognitive to this that's helping me with anxiety and grounding. And then just working around this and hearing the people come in and hearing what's going on, it's just a game changer, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. So if you're interested in trying out the Red Light method, come on in, try it for inflammation, try it for collagen and elastin production in your skin. We're hearing that it's helping hair grow, right? Receding hairlines and hair growth. So come in for the little things and then notice maybe later how it's working on a cellular level in your body with time. Your first session is complimentary, so you can meet the folks here and you can get like real life hands-on treatment to see if this is something that would work for you.
I started the Red Light Method back in January of 2023, and I come 3 times a week, and if I'm out of town and I miss, I am sure to make up. The changes that I've personally seen in my life is my flexibility has really improved, my mobility in my hips particularly, and I have arthritis in my neck, and I feel like if I stay on top of this, it's really helping with that pain. It's helped with hair growth, it's helped my skin, it's helped inflammation. I've been on an anti-inflammatory diet for a year now, and when I combined it with this, I felt like it fast forward tenfold. There's been so much positive overall growth that I have seen in the last 11 months since I started coming here.